The topic for this particular course is Chicago Street Studies. My name is Nathan Peck. I teach in the Art and Design Department at Saint Xavier University. This semester I'm offering for the first time a sound and video course. The idea behind the course is basically to show fundamentals of audio, fundamentals of video, and how they can be mixed together on video art, computer, and event years. The main benefit that I see to video is that it's a form of performance, a form of visual performance specifically. I have experimented with performing music, and I do from time to time, but I personally like the ability to perform images, and video out of all of the different image formats seems to be the one that lends itself most to performance. I've seen and I've done performance paintings, and I've seen and I've done theater, but the main advantage to video performance is the ability to both draw from pop culture with the actual references and very specific video images of specific historical or pop cultural events or personalities, but to be able to mix those into my own images and have essentially the history of television, the history of cinema available to me if I choose to use it, but also the ability to go out and capture specific new works.
Alright, so I'm Ryan Bowes. Yeah, okay. In the class, sound and video is collaboration. It's collaboration between, as Nathan said, the Chicago Art Department, Saint Xavier University, and whatnot. We're calling it Club SS for streets and something. I don't know.
Streets and sanitations.
Streets and sanitations, yeah. Basically, I've been playing the guitar for 9 years. Thought it was a good opportunity to get together with some other musicians and play, and also at the same time learn a little bit about video making. This has been Ryan Bowes, reporting at SXU. Back to you.
My name is Colin Luce. I am a graduating senior at Saint Xavier University. I am playing in the sound and video class, video and sound. I enjoy collaborating with multiple artists.
We're basically going to be progressing the show on from next week on. This is a group of very talented, skilled artists, and I've got no problem seeing us create a pretty interesting concert out of this group. Usually 4 hours of work in class. I put roughly 4 hours of work outside of class. That should probably be the most that you'll have to do. If you are personally driven and you've got an idea that you just need to keep cranking on it to get it out, then perhaps 1 week or another week you might, log more hours.
I like that we're developing ideas. I guess I'm just a little anxious to get closer to the big picture, the final product. Sort of working out concepts and whatnot. So I think I'll be really liking it when the ideas develop more after today.
I chose to create this class, the sound and video class at Saint Xavier, in order to both explore some of my personal interests and my personal art influences, but there were a number of students that were specifically interested in investigating digital sound composition, and that there wasn't a course available. I really wanted a performance course. There really isn't any course here that's designed around performance, specifically performing things that you create. My idea is the idea of performing new works, composing new works for performance, or creating new works for performance.
I think that it's really important to start a new movement, because I was always told as a student, middle school, high school, everything, that there were going to be no new art movements, and I think that's bullshit.
Strategy that I want to play with for today, in the idea of everybody leads sort of thing, where there's somebody that's sort of the conductor of sorts, that may also be contributing, or quite possibly, if not quite probably, be adding a layer of sound. But that I also would like to have somebody that is on the video at all times today, so that when each piece comes up, either somebody's elected or somebody chooses to go and stand on that, because I want everybody to learn and have at least 21. Yeah, and I think that to a certain degree the acts are going to be dictated by the musicians that are on stage, and how that bounces against the video people that are on stage. And I'm going to be over there sort of coaching that, sort of making sure that everybody sort of knows what's going on, which basically sort of leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people left in the mix. Another strategy that I would like to push, that's not necessary, but what I would like to push would be the idea of one person on sketchbook or floating camera, something like that, which basically reduces it down to 4 people playing at any time, which I think might be a smart move anyway. So if that's the case, you're one of the 4 creating music, or one of the 2 creating video. My main hope for this course is that students will develop a confidence in their performance. Many of the students in this course have been composers. They've been composing music. They've been composing videos. They've been composing animations. They haven't necessarily been performing them, or they don't necessarily have experience performing them. So my hope for this class is that at the end of the semester, or near the end of the semester, that there will be a performance.